Yo, what's up guys? This is Sean from AGAINSTLAB. I got Amar with me today. Amar is our creative lead designer for the brand Against. We just put out a new collection. It's called Comfort Kills, and today this video we are going to be explaining the designs and the thoughts that we have put into these pieces.
I think the first thing I remember is you and Chen went to the High Court and then came back, and then you said you wanted something about comfort kills. That's explaining about getting out of your comfort zone, because the High Court was something different for you to see or something.
I think the idea was very simple. It was just more of like getting out of your comfort zone. Really, that's just the basic idea of how I trying to design and approach this collection Then afterwards, as usual, I'll always come to Amar and tell him like, yo, this is some of the things that we want to do. And then Amar started his mind mapping and all that kind of stuff. I remember from the mind map, you wrote a lot of different phrases, different words, and one of it being tomb. Right?
So when the tomb thing came out, and we chose a few that make sense in terms of the whole idea of getting out of the comfort zone, right? So some hit, and the few things that hit led us to studying about like civilizations, ancient civilizations, societies that were big, and then they at some point in time they crumbled.
So from there onwards, we stick with one of the theme, which is like Egyptians and all that. And
that's the closest. I mean, the closest story we got, and I think there's a lot of visualization that can happen with the Egyptian. There are a lot of sketches, a very visual society. So it was a perfect one to try and take inspiration from or learn from.
So from there onwards, these are the pieces that we've made. So these are the pieces that we are putting out from the Comfort Kills collection. We actually split it into different deliveries. So it will be D1 in October, which we just dropped. On November, which we just dropped. Later on D2 on January, and maybe the last delivery on February or something like that. So as you can see, this time around it's the first time that we've put out so many different pieces. Usually our collection is pretty small. We don't have up until like 20 pieces and all that. And
so this is a Scarab Jacket, which is probably one of my favorite ones. It's an easy concept, which is we got everything from the research, which is the Egyptian society, civilization, and they're heavy on scarab beetles. Basically, the front jacket is the underside of the scarab beetle, and then the back of the jacket is the back wing side of the beetle. So using that visualization to just create a jacket, that's pretty simple.
Actually it's packed with a lot of details. So this hood right here is, you can actually roll it up, and you can actually keep it underneath this thing. So sometimes if it's we are also thinking about functionality, not just like design also. Sometimes you might want the hood, sometimes you might not want the hood. You can always just keep it. And a lot of thoughts has put into this piece.
So the next piece will be the ancient plant, I would say Coach Jacket. And this was the first sample. We did a lot of changes to it. The pockets, we've already made it full brown because we felt that this might be too contrasty. We wanted the jacket to look like as if these ancient plants are coming out from the jacket, the sleeves, the seams. And these graphics are basically ancient Egyptian plants, where I researched and found in a very old book. In terms of functionality, we have a mesh inner, which I feel like it's a lot more cooling, and the fit was important for Sean.
So we actually got the first sample, and this is the third one or the second one. We managed to change the armhole, we changed the cuff, so that overall the fitting just fits better, like my own preference. The length as well.
And Sean was also very adamant on the drop shoulder aesthetic, so we had to get that right.
Another shirt as well that we got right here, which is the one that I'm wearing also. The one that I'm wearing, actually the factory messed up a little bit without a black collar, but it's supposed to come with the black collar. And basically we just call this the documentary shirt. This is definitely one of my favorite pieces.
So throughout this whole research, I had to watch a lot of documentaries, maybe 7 documentaries or so. And then these are all screenshots of those scenes. And then we injected some Against logo, some subtle ones, just to have an Against branding on this.
And if you see closely, you can actually see Against logo here and there as well. You know, one right here, like there's one right here.
Right, so next we have the shirts. So it's pretty standard shirts. Sean wanted a checkered style shirt, but to relate back to the concept, so these are basically patterns from Egyptian old
Tiles.
tiles, like inside their pyramids, if I'm not mistaken, and some tombs, they have this. So
it's not just your regular checkered.
yeah, it has something relatable, but it's still not too, I would say, crazy lah. It's still you're able to style it nice. It's not too graphic inclined.
We still got a few more shirts that unfortunately is not here with us today, but I'll throw out some pictures here. Yeah, so you guys can go and see those shirts. Moving on, we got like some shorts, some pants as well. One of it also, this one right here, we call it the Comfort Kills B-ball shorts. B-ball, definitely basketball shorts. And you know, basketball being one of the element of the brand, we wanted to do something that, you know, is actually cool and comfortable to wear in Malaysia also, you know. And the colorway of these pants, if you see closely, definitely it reminds you something like a Marlboro or like a cigarette brand. You know, the brown color part is mesh, and it actually represents the cigarette butt, you know, and the white part is actually the cigarette itself, and the whole colorway red, you already know.
Yeah,
and,
it's also like a reworked version of our previous shorts.
Yes. We have one shorts that we put out last year. The shorts was 2-layered actually, the previous one, and this time around we just simplify everything and actually made it more wearable in terms of, like, you know, because Malaysia is always hot AF. So yeah, and just play around with the words of smoking kills, you know, we just change it to comfort kills.
Yeah,
it's ironic because this pants is actually very comfortable, but then we are saying comfort kills.
Okay, so next we have these 3 pieces. So these 3 pieces are basically sort of the same design, slightly altered. So these are inspired by mummies. So in this picture, I was able to take out, in terms of visually, is the adornments on the mummy. So basically they have usually a chest adornment, and then there's nothing here, and then there's a waist adornment. So that waist adornment is where this curved line is set, right? We didn't want to go too crazy because we felt that it need to be some sort wearable but still relatable to the concept. And the back is also where the mummies have this sort like it's similar, the adornment, so the curve on the waist side, but it acts as a cover for the inside pockets. One thing that I really like about these pants are there is a lot of track pants in the market right now, but then, you know, what set our track pants different from others, I feel it's the thoughts of, like, you know, actually putting in the paneling designs and the details here and there. You know, like if you check out these pants right here, we actually improved the drawstring at the bottom. I think small details like that actually plays a big part. So at first, this was the first sample, right? We thought that the drawstrings is a bit too long, and you know, sometimes when you wear it out, you might get stuck at the escalator or something like that. So we added like a piece of holder right here, and we actually also improved the stopper as well, so that, you know, the drawstring is not as long and it won't be dragging on the floor. And zipper pockets, definitely, you know, track pants sometimes, even though I don't think people will actually wear this to go and jog or whatnot. I mean, if you want you can. Definitely can.
But definitely our stuff is more of like lifestyle pieces, but still, you know, adding the zipper pockets, it actually helps to keep your stuff in your pockets, not falling out so easily. So we got 2 colors for the long track pant.
And I have to emphasize that the way we can get something so clean or something so simple to any viewer or any customer that purchase our stuff is through the heavy research, so that we can interpret everything and turn it into something like this. If it wasn't so deep, the research, it's kind of hard to even consider how simple to come up with something simple like this.
Yes. And these are the shorts version, similar concept, just a short pants, shorts.